Hello and welcome to Time Troopers. Today we're going to be looking at mission 4.2, Conquistador Camp. As always, read through the mission infill text to get a flavour for the story. We're going to set up now using the normal, looking at this panel to see the dice we need and the deck. So we're going to need the gold dice. So as always, we will take our timeline die and the gold dice, put that into play. We will take tokens and our time dial, and we'll take our trooper deck ready, and down here it will tell us what deck we'll need to form the local deck. So we're going to need C2 to C5, A1 to A7, and Y1, which we know is the clearing card from our last mission. So let's get those cards. Going here to the Aztec missions, sort through the cards we need from those we don't. Cards we don't need we'll place back in the box, and we will set the box to one side for now and look back at the instructions. So there's a lot of cards here that start in play. We have a C3, a C3, and then C5, which as you'll see says starts exhausted. So let's find those cards out. We have the clearing card, which we know starts in play. We're looking for C3, two C3s, and C5, which is Cortez, and Cortez starts exhausted, which means he will skip his first turn. The rest of the deck we will shuffle up, and we'll put that up here as normal, and we'll just check the local rules to make sure we've set up correctly. So the mission brief: defeat all locals and move towards the Aztec capital. Success: the combat zone is clear at the end of the timeline phase, so we have to defeat these conquistadors. We will fail if 3 time troopers are defeated or our time token reaches 0. That's this dial here, of course. If that reaches 0, we will fail. We will run out of time. So we have Y1, C3, C3, C5 starts exhausted. Special rules. The terrain card, Y1, place Y1 in play jungle side face up this time. Okay, so we'll do that. When instructed to do so, flip the card. The jungle and terrain clearing cards gives advantages to some cards, which we know from the last mission. Then it says special rules for Cortez, card C5. This is the one which starts exhausted. You cannot attack Cortez unless you exhaust a different trooper in play. Cortez starts the round exhausted. He'll be activated at the end of round 1. So how does that work in practical terms? Well, it will mean if you have troopers in play, so I'll just randomly choose some troopers here. Let's assume we have Akira in play, and Ria, and Kiwi, and we have Axe. If all of these cards are in play and engaged, it would mean that we couldn't attack Cortez unless we exhausted another card. So for example, if Axe wanted to attack Cortez, we could exhaust Akira. Now Axe is free to attack Cortez, which means effectively you are skipping one of your troopers' turns to let him attack. That's something to be aware of as you plan your strategy, because obviously it can be a huge disadvantage to you to have to do that. As always, you should always keep an eye on the face-up of the jungle side versus the terrain side, because the conquistadors will gain an attack when it's the clearing side up, but as the Aztecs come into play, they will gain an attack when it's jungle side up. So whichever side that is, you need to keep in mind as well. Again, a lot of strategy going on here, but we can show you can handle it, and we'll show you do well. Good luck!